Hello, third and fourth grade. This is Mr. Mouse, and I hope everybody's doing well. And it's been a wonderful weekend for me so far. I don't know how about you. Um, I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. And I do miss you all. I do. I have talked to some of you on Google Hangouts, and it's been great to hear that many of you have been doing well. So please feel free to contact me. I know I don't get back to you right away, and I do apologize for that. Things are pretty crazy right now, I'm not going to lie. But I promise I will try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So I do apologize for that. I'm trying really, really hard to get back as soon as I can. But if I don't, it's because things are just super crazy with me um, at home, and I'm doing the best I can. Okay? So just be patient, and I promise I will respond. Okay? In the meantime, though, you for the fully remote students, your lesson for this week is I'm going to actually get you ahead. We're going to jump ahead somewhat. We're going to go into time signatures this week, or meters by another name. We're kind of jumping a little bit ahead. In the building, we kind of did another review of things. So this week we did another bit of a review of what this was. Um, we say that this is 4 spaces, 5 lines, right? All together, this whole thing right here, we say, and let me pull up my handy dandy pen one last time, is the staff. Remember, they work all together. They are the staff, right? Okay, so that's what you have to keep in mind. Together, they are the staff. Now, this space from here to here, again, that space from here to here is called a measure. I'm talking about the distance between the bar lines. Now, later, for tonight, you're going to, or for this week, I have a short video that I found. It's from a man from a different, I think he's from Britain, and or from Great Britain, I should say, and he created this video which kind of explains um, measures, bar lines, and time signatures a little bit better than I can. So that's going to be part of this week's um, assignment for you, okay? So this, fourth graders, we did talk about this last year. It was in one of the videos that we talked about during the whole shutdown, okay? This is called a treble clef, okay? Now what this does, and I wish I had really put an example of this, is what the treble clef does is it is placed at the beginning of the staff, right before the time signature, right before anything else. You put that right at the beginning, and it says, hey, this is where all the notes are going to go. These are the note names. It tells you what note names are which, okay? So it says, this is going to be F, this is going to be A, this is going to be C, this is going to be E, this is going to be E for every, this is going to be G on a line, this is going to be B. You get the idea, right? I could go on and on and on and on and on and on, but you kind of get the idea, right? Yeah. Okay. So, again, we do have this one's a quarter note, right? It's worth 1 beat. This one's a half note. This is worth 2 beats. This one's an eighth. These two are eighth notes. 2 of these make 1 beat, not 2 beats. Okay, so that one is still stumping many of you. And I understand why. Because even though we are clapping 2 things at the same time, we are still only making 1 beat. We are never, ever going to beat number 2. We are saying 1 and, but are we saying the next number? No, we're saying 1 and. So it's just 1 and. It's 1 beat. Okay? This, I have now called it the evil twin to the quarter note. And that is the quarter rest. Okay? It's worth 1 beat of silence. And then, of course, we have the half rest. Notice I didn't say half rest. Okay? 3rd and 4th graders, I would like us to stop saying half rest. I know I used to say that all the time. Okay? But we really need to kind of stop saying half rest. Because when we get to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and if you ever want to be a music teacher like Mr. Malsan, if you say in college, oh, I know what that is. That's the half rest. The teacher's going to look at you like, half rest? I don't know what you're talking about. So we got to say half rest. Okay? So that's its real name. All right? The hat was just a nickname I gave it. Okay? So we kind of reviewed all that a second time, but maybe we had to dust some of those cobwebs off, and that was okay. So, now on to our next topic, time signatures. That's our main focus for today, time signatures. All right? Those of you in 4th grade, looks like a fraction. You've probably done fractions, I would think. Maybe not. Fraction. But it doesn't have the fraction bar, so it's not a fraction. It's just 2 numbers on top of each other. And what do those 2 numbers do? Well, those 2 numbers tell us exactly how each measure is going to be kind of built, right? It's going to tell us how many beats are in each measure, and it's going to tell us which rhythm is going to get 1 beat. But wait, how can you tell that from 2 numbers here? Huh? I don't get it, Mr. Malsan. Well, don't worry about that. And we did talk about that a little bit in 2nd grade, and 4th graders, we talked about it quite a bit in 3rd grade too. And like I said, you cannot write a piece of music without a time signature. You can't do it. Okay? So keep that in mind too. Music would be all over the place. So like I said, a time signature helps us figuring out the length of the piece. So, this one on top here tells us how many beats are in 1 measure. In this case, 4. This bottom number tells us what rhythm, not note. Not note. Oh my. Do not say note. It is not note. Rhythm. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. What rhythm gets 1 note? I mean, what rhythm gets 1 beat? Okay? If there's a 4 on the bottom, this will always mean that the quarter note gets 1 beat. And because in my class, we are always going to work with time signatures that have 4 on the bottom, at least for right now, that's all you need to worry about, is that the quarter note is going to get 1 beat. Okay? That's it. That's all you have to worry about right now. When we get to 6th grade, we might learn about a couple other ways that number could change. But for right now, the quarter note gets 1 beat. Okay? Think about it this way. If you had the measure like this, questions you would have to ask yourself would be, number 1, how many beats are in one measure? Can you tell me? Well, you can't say for certain that quarter note's 1 beat, right? That leads me to my next question. How are you sure a quarter note is going to get 1 beat? There's nothing that tells you that. A quarter note could be 2 beats or 4 beats. You have no way of knowing. That quarter note could be 1 beat, which means that those 8th notes could be 1 beat. That half note could be, that quarter note could be 2 beats, which means that half note could be 4 beats, right? Or that quarter note could be 4 beats, and that half note could be 8 beats. You don't know for sure. You could be guessing, right? So once we stick this time signature in here, that changes everything. Now we can say, oh, I need to draw a bar line there. And now I know this one is 1 beat, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So, yes, you need something to tell you the structure of the piece. Okay? Remember how I told you last year, and I'm going to finish it off here. Remember how I told you last year the monks were the ones that created the musical system that we know about today? Well, when music was first starting off, they didn't have time signatures. In fact, music looked a lot like this. It looked like you'd have this number. I'm going to unlock this and make it disappear. Okay? Make it disappear. And I'm going to show you what it looked like, because I honestly couldn't find a really good song to show you. Sometimes you had just this. Oops. My computer is being a little funky right now. Sometimes you just had this. And you would have to guess when to move. Right? So sometimes that would be it. Okay? And you didn't always have the 5 lines. Sometimes you had 3 lines. So it became a little bit of a guess as to what the exact pitches were to sing. Interesting, right? So, with that said, here's what you're going to do today. The first thing you're going to watch is this video, Time Signatures, Bars, and Bar Lines. It's from a group called REAM Teaching and Learning Network. I will post the link in your Google Classroom. Now, the man is going to use words like minim for half note, crochet for quarter note, quaver for 8th note, and semiquaver for if he uses 16th notes, which we haven't talked about yet. He may use semiquaver. Okay, those are just different ways to say these same rhythms. Okay, the in Great Britain they use different words for our rhythms. We say half note, they say medium. We say quarter note, they say crochet. It's the exact same thing. It's like saying treble clef and G clef. Okay, they're the exact same thing. Okay. Then the second part you're going to do this week is there is a fun dance that we were doing in the building called Funga Alafia. Now the name sounds weird, right? Funga Alafia. But it is a fun song, and I will post the lyrics to that. And it's a dance called, and you'll see that the kids are they move to the left, to the right on the beat. So they're moving to the beat. It won't take you long to learn. We learned it in the building very quickly. Okay, but I want to teach you. I want you to do this one because it helps you feel the beat and feel the meter. Okay, so that's the purpose of that. All right. If you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend and talk to you soon. Take care.